Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well and enjoying your placements. It's been a great educational and challenging one for me to say the least. Well, getting into our video presentation today, as some of you might already know or might have already been to the hotel that I work, which is Sage Hotel Ringwood, which comes under its mother company Next Story Group, is a brand new property and as well as a brand new concept to Melbourne, Australia. In short, the 120 room hotel is situated just above the Eastland Shopping Centre, catering mainly to the corporates around the globe by introducing the concept of having a leading shopping centre adjoining the hotel, as well as introducing the guests to the local lifestyle. Now I know we have studied about this a couple of semesters back, introducing the local lifestyle to our guests, making sure they live, eat and sleep like a local. So we, Sage Hotel, enable this factor by employing mainly locals from the surrounding suburbs of Ringwood, and also sourcing 70% of our ingredients that goes onto our plates from the surrounding suburbs as well, such as Yarra Valley. 70% of our wine and spirits also from the local producers, that too mainly from Yarra Valley when it comes to wines. So this is a basic idea of what Sage Hotel is and what Sage Hotel has to offer to our guests. Moving on, my research project directly involves with the food and beverage department, specifically speaking, service procedures and product knowledge in order to improve standards of the department. The initial reason why I picked this subject was because the hotel has only been open for over 1.5 years, and since it's a brand new hotel, it would have a lot of challenges compared to a hotel that has already been established, a 5-star that has already been established for a number of years. A hotel that has been established for such number of years will already have systems in place, and we would just have to take direct orders and make sure we follow them according to the policies and procedures. However, since this was a brand new hotel, this is what triggered the idea of me joining such a concept and to a brand new hotel basically. However, after 6 months period, I was promoted as a restaurant and bar manager. Currently, I now feel more responsible for the end result of our department and would like to take more ownership and make sure that my first time acting as a manager is a successful one. So I've got some key questions I'm aiming to answer in my research project, and these key questions would also be, I believe that these key questions would also relate to some of you, and I would like to gain your advice on some of these questions that I hope to answer in my research project. So number one is, can the hotel industry survive without qualified individuals? Let me tell you an example. You might have already figured out that I'm reading from a script. However, something just popped in my head. Basically, we have an accountant, the head of finance in our hotel. The main challenge he posed to myself and my head of department, who is the executive chef, is bringing down costs and not going over budget or staying way below budget. This is something that he has been chasing myself and the executive chef for the last couple of weeks, and we've been having a very hard time. So one reason I would see is that he has no experience or educational background related to the industry. He is qualified as an accountant and has experience in other organizations that is not related to such uh, hotels or maybe even resorts. He has been working in a couple of other finance organizations. So since he has no experience, since he has no education related to the hospitality industry, would his decision making be valid to compared to that of individuals who has experience or who has educational background and know what they're doing in the industry? Could such an individual be given that power in order to control people who have experience and knowledge about the industry? So that's one key question that I have. Question number 2: what are the key decisions that management should make or consult before opening up a new hotel? Last but not least, why is department cost such a huge challenge at the moment? So like I told you before, it relates to the question number 1. If y'all could give me some advice and some tips regarding these questions, I would be grateful. Moving on, the project has been the research project has been a very challenging one as well as interesting, in my opinion. The research and the continuous development of the research project has been opening my eyes to different factors in the workplace, allowing me to find solutions and close any gaps within the department. It has also guided me into the unknown, and providing me information, enabling new key ideas to come up, and especially some of the innovative ideas that I have implemented recently when it comes to the bar. Moving towards the findings of the research project, some of my findings include number 1, that the main decision makers in a new hotel, or any hotel for that matter, should either possess one of the following 2 qualities. Number 1 is that extensive experience within the hospitality industry, or education and experience within the hospitality industry. This once again relates to the question number 1 that I presented to you earlier with its example. Finding number 2 is that cost is not always a burden. It could be a burden if monetary funds are not invested, or if monetary funds are invested but without proper research. However, with proper research and if invested wisely, with the consultation of relevant departments or relevant parties, the long-term benefits of investment could be much higher, therefore reducing or eliminating the burden of cost factor. Finally, the product knowledge. Product knowledge in the modern world is currently not a challenge. It does not pose a challenge to the industry or to any organization due to the development of technology. Mobile devices have enabled food and beverage attendants or any individual to retrieve information within a matter of seconds. For an example, our food and beverage attendants are now being provided with mobile POS devices, which enables them to match. For an example, say if a guest has a dietary requirement, the POS system is able to match the available dietary requirements with the menu that we present, which makes the job way easier for our food and beverage attendants and as well as the kitchen. However, there are also drawbacks into this technology aspect, which will be discussed more in depth in the research project. So this in brief is my current update on the research project, along with a few questions and ideas. So as colleagues of mine, I would like each one of you to briefly give me some feedback with regards to the 3 main questions that I presented to you all earlier. And These will enable me to easily answer the 3 questions in my research project as well. I would like to have your opinion with the 3 questions. I would like to have your opinion with the experience that you have gathered so far in your placements. Finally, thank you all for your time and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.